Good morning, students. Today in social science history, we are going to study about socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Okay, that chapter from history, chapter 2. Okay, and before beginning the chapter, you just recall whatever we studied in chapter 1. That is what? French Revolution. Okay, you just think about what was the social factors and what was the immediate cause all for French Revolution. Okay, and how was the revolution ended? Whatever changes it made there in the French society. Okay, so after the revolution, individual rights and social power began to be discussed in many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia. So when we studied about French Revolution, that time itself we studied that this revolution inspired many other European and Asian countries. Okay, so the colonial development reshaped the ideas of societal change. Because of colonialism, there were many changes happened there in the society, but everyone was not in favor of the complete transformation of society. Though the revolution in Russia, okay, at the time of Russian Revolution, a new idea emerged, that is what? Socialism. That became the one of the most significant and powerful ideas to shape society in the 20th century. Okay, so now I told you everyone was not in favor of the complete transformation of society, and these variations give rise to different groups there in the society. Those groups are liberals, radicals and conservatives where in European society. Okay, so now we are going to study in detail about these three groups. Those are who are that those groups? Liberals, radicals and conservatives. Okay, now we can discuss about liberals. They wanted a nation which can respect and tolerate all religions. Okay, religious tolerance. That they focused, which group? The liberals. And they opposed uncontrolled power of dynastic rulers. That you know that before this Russian Revolution and before French Revolution, who are ruling those kingdoms? Yes, different dynasties are or monarchies are ruling. Okay, so these liberals, they opposed the uncontrolled power of dynastic rulers, and the liberals wanted an elected parliamentary government and safeguard the rights of individuals against government. Okay, and they were not, but we can't say that they are Democrats. Okay, they were not in, why we can't say that they are not Democrats? Because they were not in favor of universal adult franchise. You know that the spirit of democracy, what is that? That is universal adult franchise, isn't it? These liberals, they need some changes there in the society, okay, or in the political system, but they were not Democrats because they were not in favor of universal adult franchise and felt men of property should have right to vote, but not for women. Who had the power? Who had the right to vote? Yes, only the men who had property. Okay, not for women. And then the second group, that are radicals. These radicals, they wanted a nation in which government is based on majority of country's population. Okay, and they were in favor of existence of private property, but don't want concentration of power in few hands. Okay, once again I'll repeat about radicals. The radicals needed a nation with the who majority of country's population, and they were not in they were in favor of existence of private property. Okay, but at the same time they don't want concentration of power in few hands, that are radicals. Then the last group, they are conservatives. See, they wanted, this conservatives, they wanted a nation which resists change. They wanted a nation which resists change, but the first phase of the social change. Okay, but later, that is in the 19th century, they opened their mind to need for change. They also believed in change. Okay, by 19th century, and that time onwards they also wanted to respect, but one reason is here, they needed change. They also believed in changes, social changes. Okay, and they are in favor of those social changes, but at the same time they wanted to respect past and brought change through slow process, not through a sudden process. Okay, they are arguing for a slow process, the change in the society, that through a slow process. And at the same time, what they needed to respect the past. Okay, that are conservatives. So the conservatives wanted a nation which resists change, but later, by 19th century, they opened their mind to need for change, and they also wanted to respect past and brought change through slow process. Okay, and now I am giving you a worksheet. Please once again go through the video, and you complete this worksheet and send those and write the answers in your notebook, and send the images to my WhatsApp. Okay, our class group, not our class group, sorry, our subject group. Okay, so I'll just read those questions. Here I mentioned. First question, who controlled economic and social powers before the 18th century in France? Second question, name any two Indians who talked of the significance of French Revolution. What were varied responses in Europe about transformation of society? Fourth one, liberals were not Democrats, explain. Fifth one, describe the views of radicals. Sixth one, what were the viewpoints of the conservatives? And one more thing I want to remind you, textbook reading. It's a must. Okay, you must read day-to-day portions, day-to-day topics. Okay, thank you.